to follow. The rhythm is easy to follow. Just find your African spirit. Just tap into your African spirit. Just tap into your African spirit and all will be well. Is that right, brothers and sisters? We just sang just now. What did we say just now? Oh, what a joy! Sindamari.
Legai, Matu, Amina, Daura, Nebuaz, Mumu, Neziko, Nebimari. May the words of our mouths and meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, O Wali, O Jah, of our creation. Royal elders, kings and queens, princes and princesses of great Mama Africa, I bring greetings in the most precious, powerful, and bountiful name of our motherland, Alkebu-Lan, in the spirits of our most gracious ancestors, and in the prayer for oneness, hope, and prosperity for all our people on the face of Mother Earth. Sisters and brothers, we are gathered here on the first Umoja of the month, the first Sunday of the month. The Alkebu-Lan Revival Group, we gather every first Umoja day of the month to give thanks and praises to the creative forces of the universe, to give thanks and praises for being who we are, Africans, being the first people of divine just creation. To give thanks and praises for our culture, for our ingenuity, for everything that we have given this world. To give thanks and praises that the bad experiences that we've been through are a lesson. And so, brothers and sisters, we rise to all challenges. We rise, brothers and sisters, because that's what will make us a better person. So we do not run away, we do not shy away. There are challenges, and challenges are lessons to be learned. So let's give us you can be anywhere today, outside cool, you don't want to go to the bed, the house. You know, so brothers and sisters, the fact that we have come out, we come out in particular today because we are honoring somebody who's left a tremendous legacy for us to build on, for us to have learned from. And so, brothers and sisters, this is the Alkebu-Lan Revivalist movement. Small gesture to honor this great man. We gather here every Umoja day, every first Umoja day of the month. But this one, we decided after hearing of his passing that we would use it to honor him. So we give thanks and praises for all the brothers and sisters that have come out to do the same, and the organization. So before I proceed, I'd like to seek permission from our elder Mama Linda, who's in the gathering, for us to proceed, to continue. Permission. Thank you.
Permission. We're seeking permission. Just give us permission to continue.
Yes, say yes. Oh, yes, of course.
So we are making some adjustments to our usual format, brothers and sisters, so we will give time for sister and brothers to also share in our tribute to Baba Hewie Andrew, Reverend Hewie Andrew. As always, we honor our elders. The elders, because they have given us strong shoulders to stand on. Just to balance ourselves, to guide us, give us focus. And so I'd like us to rise and hail our elders. Mama Lindy, I think probably the most mature elder amongst us in our seat.
You don't need to stand, Mama. Stand. You don't need to stand.
We're honoring you.
We're honoring you.
And our other elders, can we please hear
Brother
them?
Glenn Roy is an elder in our community. As we are learning our customs and traditions, it is customary that when we are honoring our elders, if we come in a room with elders, we usually assume a posture of respect and reverence to the elders. And so what we do in the Alkebu-Lan Revivalist movement, which is very common to many traditions on the African continent, in particular the Shona tradition, men do this, and women, slightly different, women do that. So women would go across, and men would go that way, all right? And so we turn, we all face Mama Lindy, all right? Because she's the eldest person in the room, all right? Tonight, let's grace Mama Lindy way. All right.
Just in case not everyone's familiar, Tendai Mari means we thankful unto the Creator. We've shown the language of Zimbabwe. Our life cycle blessings, which our ancestors gave to us in terms of honoring the different stages of life, we now will, well, if you were here earlier, you had the opportunity to write in these sections, but if you wasn't here, just bring those names that you want to the shrine quietly to yourself. So we, Sister Anua brings herself and Brother Olatunji, who were married on the 11th of this month, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh. And yes, Sister Anua and Brother Olatunji. Come here. Brother Kush of Kushite Drummers and his queen, who are to be married this year, September this year. We will be conducting that ceremony. Conceptions and births. Sometimes we know that the conception and birth come before the marriage, but that's okay. We just do it in order of what our ancestors would do. You know, circumstances, alter cases. So we don't have anybody down here for conception and birth, but we just want to bring to the fact the shrine. Any sister or brother that may be carrying on unborn spirit who have recently given birth, I want to bring them and their families to the shrine. Can we hear them? Passing and memorials. Robert Olatunji would like to bring to the shrine his uncle, Benson and Benjamin.
Renson.
Huh?
Renson.
Oh, Renson
Yes.
Benjamin, sorry. And what was your handwriting?
Yeah, probably. He
Passed away
on the 2nd
the
of
2nd of
last month.
okay, the 2nd of last month. And
Part of the ceremony was on the 31st.
oh right, on the 31st of last month.
Yeah.
Okay, Tendai
Tendai
and that is the only one we have listed here. But those who may have lost someone, we memorialize the passing of Sister Claudette, sister is in our community, familiar family, and yeah, we had a memorial on the papers this last month, okay, Sister Brothers. Here, okay. And we've got dates for me, but elder brother Abin Jamu passed away on the 29th, okay, of this last month. He is a leading member of the Pan-African Congress movement. I think he left 2 children and a wife. They're obviously much older. He was 60.
I would say mid-60s.
Yeah, it was in the mid-60s.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, so I'd like to bring the family to the shrine, because obviously not just the family but the organization will feel the vibe of his passing, because I said he was a member of the leadership and instrumental in the growth of the Pan-African Congress. Over to birthdays, and I'm going to just read these out very quickly. Sister Anwar would like to bring a nephew, just a child of Tahira, Kaylin, and he will be 5 years, he was 5 years on the 1st of this month. She would also like to bring her niece Sonia and the grandma to Kaylin, who will be, no, don't know how she's going to be, but on the 26th of the month is her birthday. Brother Olatunji would like to bring Sister Anwa, his wife. On the 19th of this month will be her birthday. Brother Joanza, the son of Sister Nkechi. Again, we didn't mention that, but Sister Nkechi of the Alkebu-Lan, we had a memorial, there's a memorial ritual at the shrine on the 30th of this month, as well as Brother Duki also passed away on the 30th of the month, so they were them and their families to the shrine. Go back to Brother Joanza on the 5th of this month. I'm not sure how old he will be. And he will also bring his cousin Omari, who will be 32 on the 7th of this month. Brother Steve will like to bring his cousin Marlon, who will be, not sure, on the 7th of this month, 30 something. 35. Brother Simba would like to bring his cousin Christopher. On the 26th of this month, he will be 34. And Prince Munirazi, let's see, Brother Omawali would like to bring his son, Prince Munirazi, who will be 16 years old, on the 29th of this month. I would like to bring her sister in-law, Sister Angela, whose birthday is on the 15th of this month, and we also, the Mohammed children, my grandchildren, would like to bring their youngest sister, Princess Nebula, who will be one on the, supposed to be Tuesday, 7th, 5th. What day is Tuesday? The 5th of the month. Right, that is the birthday. If we didn't have the opportunity to put somebody forward, please, brothers and sisters, just call their name quietly and bring their spirits and their families to the shrine. Come here, I'm going to be very, very tight with you all. Zibanai, getting to know. If you've got something to share, personal to yourself, could be good news, maybe not so good news. We're going to ask you to please do so, be tight with it, but obviously meaningful. So the floor is open, just raise your hand, stand up, give your name, and just say what you'd like to share.
I know Sister Kai just kind of rush through it. For those who are not familiar with Shumira, Zibanai is an African word in the Shona language of Zimbabwe, and it means getting to know. It's a kind of term of social engineering, getting to know, becoming familiar with each other, building a support network with each other, and so that's part of what we promote through Shumira. Yeah? So at this point, we just share with each other some significance that's happening in our lives. We bring it, as we say, we bring it to the shrine, bring it to the ancestors, bring it to the Creator.
Shrine, a young one who is to have a naming ceremony next Sunday, I believe, and her family, her parents are young parents married now for a year. This is Nzinga and Jarrell Mascad. So I'd like to bring them to the shrine. So the naming ceremony is for their second child. And it's just wonderful to see and know that they are moving forward in good progress. I like to bring them to the shrine. I would also like to bring to the shrine something that is not so wonderful but needs to be spoken of, because I saw a video circulating recently where the Jewish people then was having their festival called Purim. And within this festival was a young boy with a blackened face, a red, gold, and green hat, and a shiki. And somebody had filmed him, and the boy never looked so happy, but this was a mockery of I and I, very racist. I wrote to the mayor, who promptly replied, but the reply is not good enough, so I will be taking it further.
All right. He was posted.
Yes.
Keep it rolling, brothers and sisters. Raise your hand, stand up. Okay, so the fourth.
I just first want to give thanks and praises to the Most High for Reverend Hewie.
Yeah.
And, you know, like all of us here, we're devastated by this colossal loss because we need more men like him, and we need more men that are prepared to commit to the kind of work he did. But I'm also a bit disappointed that, I mean, Malcolm X said that we know who really is for the liberation of our people, because regardless of the weather, whether it's snowing or whether the sun's shining, they'll be here. So I'm quite disappointed that the work that this man gave, in terms of, you know, the Queen Mother Moore School, people need to put aside their petty differences. There was the INAP that he allowed his venue to be used. I just really wonder sometimes where the minds of our people are. The liberated ones seem sometimes to be so much in the box. So I'm thankful to all of us adults that are here that have shown our respect to this man. And, you know, it's, as we always say, the best way to honour someone is to try and continue their work in whatever way we can. So thank you to everyone for being here, and thank you to Alkebu-Lan for honouring Baba Hewie Andrews. Stand up, Mark.
That said, I believe brothers and sisters from the community are on their way. For whatever reason, whatever reason. And whenever they arrive, we welcome them.
Sure, of course.
But it would be great if everyone could have been here from the outset, so we could give full honor. Give thanks. We appreciate it.
Two things quickly. One, just based on what the sister raised there. If you check across Europe, throughout the year, literally every country in Europe has a festival where people come out in their thousands in blackface. So this is not anything that's new. It's not anything that's like white people have never stopped being racist. They've never stopped trying to take a dig out of our culture and our people. So across Europe, and this is well known, there are festivals that happen that are state-sponsored, where thousands of white people dress up in blackface and sometimes in African garments, and these things happen across Europe. And I think it's just a fact of we are just not strong enough as a people to say enough is enough. So we have to make a stand, and that takes one on. The next one we talk about is the we all know about the what they call child killing situation that took place recently. And I always ask people one question. Now, I think it's today or yesterday, the Muslims started Ramadan. Can you imagine the lead up to Ramadan? An Asian Chinese being searched by the police in school on her menstrual cycle and being told to take off her pad, put back on the dirty pad, and being not allowed to go to the bathroom after to clean herself up and sent back to it. Just imagine what would have happened to the school, to the teachers and the police if that situation happened in an Asian child. Not only that, years ago when we had the London School and the Black Child Conference, if you remind me the name of the sister who said that black children die natural deaths every day in the education system.
Karahan.
Sister
Sister Ankara.
Right, so what happened
Ankara.
in Cuba may be extreme, but there is sexual abuse taking place of our children, not just our young sisters, but our young boys in schools every single day in this country. And we, as a people in the community, as parents, need to be investigating a lot of these schools, because there are sexual abuse taking place on a regular basis in these schools. Often it goes unchallenged because in our infights, you can't imagine that white people are going to be sexually abusing our children. So we just have to ensure that we're on this thing. It's not just child care, this is regular for our children.
I'm going to ask you to be tight. Please,
yeah, just quickly say something because I'm going to run off in a minute to have another event, and I hope when C Cameron's ready, he'll turn up. My sister, thank you for that in regard to this dimension of it. They may have been doing it, but now it's been exposed, and these are people who have been complaining about anti-Semitic and the way they're being treated, and here they are doing that. So power to you. Continue to push that. It has to be seen. The terminology we ought to be using about child Q is not about search. It's not about strip search. It's about a sexual assault.
Yeah.
And people need to understand the context that is. And we are here to honor Baba Hewie. And one of my fondest memory of him is the work that he did to get African people from the UK to be in South Africa for the World Conference Against Racism and to be in Barbados for the creation of the Global African Congress. So, as our sister said, there is a major contribution, and even if people are not here, I think they understand it, and in their own way, they will be honoring our elder, as I do. Thank you. And
probably known to everybody, the family of Brother Tabby and Bonnie Diamond of the Mighty Diamonds. The two of them obviously died in very, very short days of each other. But we know the words of the Mighty Diamonds, many of us, and we know how great it was. You know, the focus on Papa Garvey, the focus on Mama Africa. We give thanks for the tremendous work that they were doing. And I just want to give a quick shout to the Queen, who can't be here. She did a tribute show to the Mighty Diamonds yesterday. It was really good. So, yeah, I just want to give thanks for their work. And also, there's the family. Also, probably brothers and sisters may know of a group by the name of Arima. The lead singer of Arima, he lost his wife, a lovely sister, and I was fortunate to go to the 9 nights as well. So yeah, just want to give, I haven't got the name of that, Brother Leroy Wilson, yeah, who lost his queen.
Brother Kainde Andrews.
Yeah.
His wife is Queen
Nicole
passed away a week and a half ago. He's a lecturer at Harvard University. He's also an African Center scholar, and his organization is called
Organization of Black Unity. You also created the first Black Studies course, undergraduate course in the UK?
Yes, yeah. So he's based in Birmingham, so just want to bring the family to the shrine.
I do believe they have young children as well. So that one is a sad situation. If I may come in, Sister Kai?
Yes.
Yeah. The Mighty Diamonds, 2 members of the Mighty Diamonds was part of what I wanted to bring to the shrine. Give thanks to Brother Omar for doing so. Can I just say very quickly, as we bring Princess P, I said Princess P as opposed to Child P. Sorry, Princess Q, as opposed to Child Q, just to restore to her royalty and her dignity. And we have to, I do agree with Brother Glenroy, but I think it was sexual assault, it was physical assault, it was mental abuse, it was the complete violation of African human being, akin to the plantation, the vicious, evil plantation system. What they did to that princess was similar to what they did to our ancestors on the auction block. This is the context in which we must see and understand it. And it will help us to realize that vile mental barbarism that made Europeans treat Africans in that way still is a part of their mental psyche today. It has not changed. And that makes the position we're in very, very dangerous indeed. And why we have to come together and change our relationship with these people. Yeah? So that's why I wanted to put that in its context. This is slavery in the present time. And it's the perpetuation of what we call in our movement the plantation complex. The mindsets of the European and the African that left the plantation, those mindsets still exist today and still inform the relationships between Africans and Europeans. Yeah? That's what we need to understand. And so we bring our Princess P to the shrine. So I keep saying P. We bring our Princess Q to the shrine for an abundance of blessing. And I think we need to know that she's going through serious psychological trauma to the point that, as far as we've heard, she's self-harming and needs psychiatric care and attention. So it's very, very serious for them.
This opportunity to also acknowledge brothers and sisters who are in Durban today, who are leading members of organizations, long-standing members of organizations, who have given their entire lives, some of them, to the liberation of our people. Mama Lindiwe of the Pan-African Congress of Azania. Robert Glenroy of the Global African Congress. Princess Oshinyemi, of course, and I'm Auntie Jean of Auntie Jean Markets, African Markets,
Justice.
Puts on those beautiful, which one they are actually glamping, camping events in the
and of course we have Sister Miriam upholding Rastafari.
I'm now going to move swiftly into our.
Brother Tambo,
Our
greatest photographer, Brother Tambo. Then I'm my brother Tambo. That's better, no, you know.
Yes, I'm going to go forward now. Brother, Senior Pioneer Brother Otunji Heru, for It Happened This Month, snapshots of our history.
Tender my sisters and brothers. For those of you not familiar with the format, we normally do just some historical dates, just a snapshot, not everything. We've got a rich history, and if we went through all of it, we'd be here for several years. So we're going to go through some important dates that happened in the fourth month of the year, of relevance to the African family, and particularly to our children. We start on the first day of the fourth month, in the year so-called 1950. We're here at Dr. Charles Drew, who developed the blood plasma bank concept. But he died because he was in a car accident outside the White Hospital. And they wouldn't allow him to come in. When only used his invention, he died as a result of not being treated on the first day of the 4th month of the year so-called 1950. We honour on the second day of the 4th month in the year so-called 2018. The party into the ancestral realm. Mama, Ndamo, Winifred, and Hewie, and Alkebu-Lan, known to many as Winnie Mandela, passing the ancestral realm. Third day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1891, we honour, I think we should stand for the world sisters and brothers, Mama Itege, Helen Ashford, better known as Empress Menen. History Month. Fourth day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1910 is the birth of one of our freedom fighters, perhaps lesser known of the independence era, Baba Bafemi Boganda, first president of the Central African Republic, a staunch advocate of unity, 4th day of the 4th month of 1910. Also the 4th day of the 4th month in the year 1968. The assassination of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Again, one whose legacy we need to reclaim, but certainly one who inspired our dear Baba, Hewie Andrews, as well. Theology. 5th day of the 4th month in the year 1856, the birth of Booker T. Washington, founder of the Tuskegee Institute, and brothers. 6th day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1982. One of our revolutionary psychologists, scholar, educated activist, passed into the ancestral realm. His name was Bobby Eugene Wright. Personality and the concept of menticide, brothers, which you don't know, you get to know. We honor on the 10th day of the 4th month of the year so-called 1947, the birth of Neville O'Reilly Livingston, better known to many as Bunny Wailer, one of the founding members of the Whalers group, sisters and brothers. 11th day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1981, the mood of militancy following the Newcastle massacre, the Black People's Day of Action, and heavy-handed police tactics. No change there, sisters and brothers. SAS Operation Swamp 81 culminated in Brixton uprising, leaving almost 300 police injured, sisters and brothers. We hail up Barbadian national hero, Buster, who led a major uprising on that island. Sisters and brothers. Come on. 15th day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1958, we acknowledged as Africa Freedom Day, the forerunner to Africa Liberation Day, held appropriately enough in Accra, Ghana, under the auspices and the inspiration of the Sajabo Kwame Nkrumah. The 18th day of the 4th month in the year so-called 1980. We don't normally acknowledge Independence Day, but Zimbabwe was special. It was a result of a very protracted armed war.
That's right.
And it's also been in our consciousness for the war that waged against Zimbabwe so many decades since independence, sisters and brothers. So in honor the above independence 18th day of the 4th month of the year circle 1980.
Yes.
The 22nd day of the 4th month in the year circle 1993 was when a young 18-year-old prince on his way home, called Stephen Lawrence, was murdered by a group of 5 or 6 or 7 racists. Not for the resilience of Mother Doreen and Father Neville. It took 19 years to bring 2 of the gang to some kind of justice. But it did certainly bring forth the notion, for many of us for the first time, some of us already knew, that Britain was institutionally racist. The 27th day of the 4th month, we honour the birth of one of our warrior scholars, historian, Ashaku Sabarashango. On the 29th day of the 4th month in the year circle 1992, the uprising in Los Angeles. It followed the acquittal of police officers of beating Rodney King, in spite of video evidence showing them striking Rodney King 81 times in 56 seconds. They were still found not guilty. But also fed into that uprising was the month previous to that 15-year-old Natasha Harlins was shot by a Korean shopkeeper who accused her of stealing orange juice, and he was given probation. Shooting our 50-year-old princess in the back. So those 2 things fell into that. And finally, I've got here, so this is others, we honour Shaka Zulu. Zulu leader who was murdered on the 13th day of the 4th month in the year 1828, sisters and brothers. That's what I have here, sisters and brothers. I've quickly talk about history. Anything else?
Just one more, brother, for me. This one should have been added to this a long time ago. Not a name that most of us, even as Pan-Africanists, know about, but should know about, is the first president of Chad, a Pan-Africanist, a freedom fighter by the name of Ngata Tombalbaye, who was on the subject of assassinated leaders, and there are so many of them in our wretched history. No, it wasn't a plane crash this time. It was a straightforward, MK-47. Yes, he was gunned down and assassinated on the 13th day of the 4th month in the year 1975. So if we've never heard the name before, brothers and sisters, it's one for us to research, but certainly one worthy of remembering and a name worthy to be read. The name is Ngata Tombalbaye. He did have a slave label before, and he incinerated that and reclaimed his African name.
But yeah, good friends, sisters and brothers. Just let you know, we are streaming live, so say hi to the camera when you see that.
Can we please rise for our recent chant, peace and love?
This is our greeting chant just before we go to the shrine for libation. This is our greeting chant. So we come together as one. So we go to the shrine as one. Is that right, brothers and sisters? Yes. So let's lift our spirits, lift our voices. And again, let us bring to the center of our focus the man we honor today. As we chant peace and love, think of the spirit of love and peace that he exuded as he walked through our community doing his brilliant work for our people. Let us, in the spirit of Baba, Reverend Hewie Andrew, greet each other in peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, there's so much love in the room, beloved. And Baba Hewie Andrew is present with us. Yeah. Give thanks and praises, brothers and sisters. We say, Mutenasi, Mepato Mutenasi. Anyone here speak Twi? Anyone here speak Twi? Kakakaka. Kakakaka. Very little, very little. All right. That means, please be seated. Mepato Mutenasi. Bless you, brothers and sisters.
At this stage, we will now enter the rituals. I just want to say that Sister Laura, Baba Keys, Andrew's daughter, unfortunately cannot make it today. Just to say, when they got the news of the passing of her father, the mother the day before was taken to hospital, so mom is not well, and she herself is not well. But she sends all her love and blessings, and she thanks us for honoring him today. Like brothers and sisters, now we'll take the energies down. We're going to synchronize our energies even more so. And we just focus on the shrine. The objects on the shrine represent elements of nature, elements of human life, animal life, all aspects of nature. We want to synchronize our energy, so if we just focus on the shrine. The rituals will be led by the spiritual leader of the Alkebu-Lan revival, the spiritual leader by Daka, and assisted by Robert Omwali Kwao, so you're finding Robert Omwali Kwao and myself, Sister Kaya Wakadal and Baba Tinamon.
Brothers and sisters,
just let brothers and sisters know that we will be then going into a break where people can have some refreshments, and then we will resume to share our tributes and share with each other our life with Brother Hewie. And then after that, we will have, and our children will be doing some presentations, some great expressions, and as well as after that, we will then go to our Quran, which is our feasting together in that one.
brothers and sisters, you're invited to assume a posture of reverence, of deep reverence, and to bring our focus, our undivided focus to the shrine that is before us, the shrine which is the center of our work, the center of ourselves, where the ancestors gather. Let us center ourselves where the light of life draws our focus. Let us look at the candle lights, brothers and sisters, on the shrine. Let that draw our focus to the shrine, to the presence of Mukuru, our great ancestors, as we open to spirit, as we synchronize as one, as we cultivate ourselves in mind, body, and spirit, molding ourselves into a oneness. One mind, one heart, one body, one spirit.
Hallelujah.
creation, creator, the sun, the moon, the stars, Mother Heaven, and Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Sumokuru, our great ancestors. We therefore grace this sacred shrine in honor of all things greater than ourselves. Let faithfuls grace the shrine in our body. We did. So let the faithfuls join together in one heart, one soul, one mind, and one voice. The utterance in the communal plate, the Alkebu-Lan communal plate. Now, our brothers and sisters to please rise. Just repeat the words after me because I don't think there's enough of this for everyone. Just repeat after me. Kedamwari. 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 I am because we are. I am because we are. And since we are, therefore I am. And since we are, therefore I am. I have life because we exist. I have life because we exist. I am strong because we have power. I am strong because we have power. I have worth because we value our existence. I have worth because we value our existence. I fear not because we have courage. I fear not because we have courage. I am committed because we have discipline and direction. I am committed because we have discipline and direction. I am ready because we have work to do. I am ready because we have work to do. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. United we stand, divided we fall. United we stand, divided we fall. The words of the most eminent prophet, His Excellency Marcus Messiah Garvey. Unite, organize, now or perish. 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 The same words of the most eminent prophet, the people without power and authority are a people without self-respect. Show me a people without power and authority, and I will show you a people without self-respect. But show me a people who have organization. I will show you a people who the world
Respect.
We the Africa. We this family of Africa. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and bless us. Come, Great Spirit, come. Come and be with us. We the family of Africa. We this family of Africa. Behold, 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 how good and how pleasant it is for sons and daughters of Africa to be gathered in honor of our way. Behold the power. Behold the glory. Behold the beauty. He says again, we are many, but many is not enough until we are one. So we come before the sacred shrine as many, yet we come before the sacred shrine as one. Right. And the same was the sign of Umoja, for the prayer of unity. And the faithful sacred shrine said, I'm married. And the faithful raise the voices and repeat after me in the prayer of unity. Say it in Shona and we will repeat it in English.
Mother Earth, great ancestors. We are Yakaganda. libation, food, Father Heaven, Mother Earth, great ancestors.
Yes.
We call upon Mzumukuru, the great ancestors.
Yes.
In the tongue of Mzumukuru, the great ancestors.
Yes.
Yeah, we call upon Mzumukuru, the great ancestors.
Yes.
Yeah, the tongue of Mzumukuru, the great ancestors. We call you from the east, we call you from the west, call you from the north, call you from the south, from around the circumferences of the globe, from the height of Mount Kilimanjaro, and all the mountains of Mama Africa, to the depth of the river Nile, and all the waters of Mama Africa. Yeah, we call you. Yeah, we call you. Yeah, we call you. Come. Great ancestors, those ancient ones who gave culture and civilization to the world, those who gave science and technology to the world, mathematics to the world, language and communication to the world, astrology and astronomy to the world, those who gave philosophy and theology to the world, architecture to the world, builders of the first schools, first universities, builders of the first hospitals. We called upon the prophets of healing. Here we call upon the prophets of healing. Those who mastered the art of healing. Healing of the mind, healing of the body, healing of the soul. Those great ancestors. Those sages of ancient times, with those special gifts, we call upon them, so that they would imbibe our bodies and our spirits and our minds with the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding of the art of healing, so we can restore to ourselves again real health, optimum health. Uyai! Call upon the prophets of healing from Imhotep to Baba Sali to Baba Nayola or Africa and beyond. A strong Uyai. A strong Uyai. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Uyai! Hear that? Call upon the warriors of our history. Those who lived their lives and gave their lives so we could have a better life. Those whose precious blood was not too precious to shed for the future of their posterity. We call upon those martyrs of our history. And as we pour libation to them, we pour it with a pledge that not one drop of their blood will be shed in vain. Is that right, brothers and sisters? Not one drop of precious African blood will be shed in vain. We pour libation to the warriors of our history. Pour libation to the mothers of our history. African queen.
Yeah.
The queen mother goddesses of the universe. Those with the cosmic power to
Come on now.
conceive life, to nurture life in their womb, to bring forth life from their womb. Great African queens, empresses, who gave birth to many nations and generations of nations. We summon the spirit of those great African queens. The spirit of, the real spirit of African womanhood, to touch the minds, the bodies, and the souls of the African queen in this time and restore to her her true majesty.
Yes.
The true meaning of African womanhood. Uyai! Call some names of great African queens. Queen Hatshepsut. Uyai! Queen Makeda. Uyai! Queen Ki. Uyai! Queen Kahina, Queen Nandi, Queen Makeda, Queen Mbuya Lehanda, Queen Singa, Queen Kahina, Queen Nani, Kamamante, called upon Namsamu Madikazela, Winnie Mandela. We call upon Amy J. Scalabby. Harriet Tubman. Return the Truth. Mary McCall Bethune. Queen. Rita Bando.
Mama Betty Shabbat.
Mama Betty Shabbat. Miss Queenly. Call them out, brothers and sisters. Madam Divina, call them. If you're not calling a name, just say Uyai. For a special libation to beautiful sisters, powerful African queens who serve us in this nation of Africa, UK. Who serve the African nation domiciled in the UK. Sisters like Sister Jan. Jan Edwards. Call upon Sister Decker. Sister Chippo. Remember Sister Chippo, brothers and sisters. Powerful spirit. We are here. Sister Boletti. We are here. Sister Bentley. We are here. Upon those great African queens, because they're still with us, beloved. Summon their energies. Summon their energies. Give them power. Let them rise in power, brothers. So we call, let us take a moment, as we do in the Alkebu-Lan Revivalist movement, to say an extra special, only because she dwelt among us as our sister in faith, and she was such a beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful sister, genuine sister, who served us so well in the 17 years she dwelt among us. Hard to even call her name without feeling choked up. But we have to move on, and she would want us to move on. That's right. She was a powerful African queen. We call upon Sister Nkechi Ode. Great African kings, builders of nations, builders of homes and cities, providers and protectors, in calling upon the name of great African king, king gods of our history. Goddesses are so strong, brothers and sisters, that they hold your tongue even when you move on, hold your tongue. And we're calling the king gods, brothers and sisters. And in so doing, we summon the spirit, the true spirit of African manhood, to restore the duty of African manhood to the African man in present time. Duty to queen, duty to family, duty to community, duty to nation. Lest we forget, let us call upon the names of men who stood up and demonstrated what African manhood was truly about. We call upon first and foremost, the most eminent prophet and king, His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Papa Omobale Malcolm His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. Call upon Shaka Zulu, Penta Medin, King Bianca, Shabaka, Kahaka, we call upon Zumbe, we call upon warriors of Haiti, yes, we call upon the warriors of Haiti, we call upon Desaline, Guzman, Makandal, Christophe, we call upon Kwame Nkrumah. Call upon Sekou Baba Tony Martin, Nana Bonso, Nana Kuntu, Thomas Sankara, Baba Kwame Ani, Steve Biko, Walter Lovely. We call upon Maurice Bishop. We call upon Russ. Come away, let me pass on the way. Call upon Khalid Mohammed. Muhammad Ali, call upon our beloved brother who served our community so well for so many years. Our brother Dookie, Douglas Williams. We call upon our beloved brother, our elder brother, our big bro, who served the Alkebu-Lan revivalist movement for 33 solid years. Brother worked hard for his movement and for his people. We love him and we hail him eternally. Brother Gamba, elder brother, Gamba Kokai. Customary call upon the ancestors of our personal lineage to strengthen our bond with each other. Call upon your ancestors of your personal lineage, your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, auntie, your uncle. Shout their names. And when you're not calling a name, just say Uyai to give energy to that soul, to that African spirit can join us. Ready for the fight for liberation. Tenai grandmother, mommy. Call them out, come on. No particular order, shout the name. Shout it out. Call upon the great ancestors.
Alright.
We call upon the ancestors in the powerful spirits. We can feel the energy strongly beloved. We submit to the ancestors of our immediate lineage, the ancestors of our greater lineage. Submit to them, the soul of our beloved Baba, this great man whose image is born in the center of the shrine.
Yeah.
We bear witness that he was a good man.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, brothers and sisters. We bear witness that he was a good man.
Yeah.
We bear witness that he was a righteous soul. We bear witness that he was devoted to the cause of our people's generation. And so we come before the sacred shrine, raising his name before the creator of the universe. We come before the sacred shrine, before our great ancestors as witnesses to this royal sacred spirit among us. A man who manifested in his earthly cycle as a Christian minister.
Come on now.
But a Christian minister with a difference. A Christian minister with a radical edge. A Christian minister who was an exponent of black liberation theology. Making the religion relevant to the cause and to the identity of African people. A Christian minister brought the church to the community and the community to the church. Not to Christianize us, but to Africanize the Africans in the church. Because that's what he did. And so we hear him and we honor him and we submit his soul to the Creator and to the ancestors. He worked hard for our liberation. So we honor him on this day. We will have time later on to express our love of the man and pay tribute in words. But for now we ask our great ancestors to gather around the blessed soul of Baba Hewie Andrew and to give him safe ascendancy into this higher, more sacred realm. We pray that the ancestors will dance a praise dance with us. As we dance our praise dance, may they dance their praise dance in receiving him. As we chant our praise dance to him, may our ancestors, as they gather around him, chant praise chant to him. As they welcome him into the realm of the ancestors. We celebrate and we rejoice in the ascendancy of his soul, because we know it's another soul that will be fighting with us. When we call him, just as when he was on earth, when we call him, he will come. We know he will come because we know his spirit. Is that right, brothers and sisters? So, brothers and sisters, let us rise. Let us rise. Let us raise our hands. The sign of the car. 2 hands. I'm holding that's it. In the sign of the car. And we say, may the soul of our Baba, Reverend Hewie Andrew, as powerfully as it manifests here on earth, continue to rise in power in the realm of the ancestors. And as it traverses the universe, may that spirit come fast. When the day comes when we can pour libation and call upon that spirit in need. And may he continue to rise like Ra. Rise like Ra. Rise like Ra on the wings of Ma'at. After a favorable judgment in the council of Asar. Ashe! 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 You know Baba Hewie was going to come powerful today, right?
Yeah.
You did know that, didn't you, brother?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it couldn't have come. If you're afraid of spirit, brothers and sisters, and you know Baba Hewie, you know he was going to come with power today, right? January. Prayer of supplication. You won't need your booklets for that. Just assume the sign of a moja. Please assume the sign of a moja. This sign means unity. Sign of unity. Moja. Please, brothers and sisters, may faithful incline your ears and your hearts.
Yeah.
The words.
Again.
We raise up to the creator for the spirits of our great ancestors. And as we are about to utter the prayer of supplication, we remind ourselves that the African God reigns supreme.
Alright.
The God of Africa reigns supreme.
Right.
We affirm again that the God of Africa reigns supreme.
Alright.
God, greatest of all greats. Mwani Akusika, Mwari, God the Creator. Mwari Alkebu-Lan, Mwari, God of Africa.
Right.
You who created the heavens and the earth and all that can and cannot be seen. We give thanks and praises unto you for giving us this day. Enter our hearts, O merciful one, and enlighten our thoughts, words, and deeds, so that your divine will, not ours, will be done unto this day. Open our ears so we may see the way. Open our eyes so we may see the way. Open our ears so we may hear the drums of liberation. The drums of Africa. We whom you have chosen. We your lost servants. Sow the seed of love and unity among us, so that we may have the strength to fight all evil.
That's right.
Cast your loving eyes upon us, Almighty God of my people. So that we may begin to experience divine protection. We come to you in supplication. In the name of Budumu Guru, the great ancestor. Though gone before us, but here with us still, in spirit and in truth. To the God of Africa be the glory. To the God of Africa be the glory. Also, brothers and sisters, there are still layers of memorials and observances.
Yes.
The main one is yet to come.
Yeah.
This is our Shumira that we do every month, and because of the specialness of Baba Hewie, we had to give this one to him. Understand me, brothers and sisters? So this is not the event. This is not the event, brothers and sisters. Yeah, this is the warm-up. This is a dress rehearsal. All right, so please do bear that in mind. And traditionally, we don't usually pour libation until we have completed the process of laying someone to rest. We can't call upon the spirit while they're still journeying. We're still going into the realm of the ancestors. Once they have reached and established themselves, then we can call them. All right. Right now we're just praying for we're giving him energy. We're giving him power to transcend. And we're calling upon the ancestors to gather around him and help him in his journey. Are you all with me, beloved? Remember, you've been beautiful today.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been outstanding. Absolutely. Just put your hands and hearts together and give yourself a for being so powerful and so beautiful. That's why the whole world gonna come in. This is why the whole world gonna come in. Just look in the mirror, brothers and sisters. And you know why. And I hate them hate me. I'm just jealous. Yeah. They want to be us and they can't be us. You know, hear me?
That's right.
Them just want to be we. You ever watch well, the animal there. Jungle Book. With the bear. When the bear I sing hoo. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you, hoo. And then I go around the world, hoo. I want to be like you, behind me. And we can't see it. They're just trying to be like, and that little boy was lost in the forest or in the jungle, trying to be like all the animals. Then all the animals trying to be like him. He didn't even realize it. Until the bear sing hoo. I want to be like him, realize it. Hold on, I'm not going to say. What do I do? One of them anyway, one of them. Just couple of mentions we should have made at the shrine. We were pouring libation was to bring the spirit of Sister Sonia segment. Otherwise, Sonia Scully, who passed away recently and was laid to rest about a week or so ago. We bring her spirit to the shrine and we heal her and we pour libation to her. She's now been laid to rest. We have the news recently of our brother Abenjamu, long-standing leading member of PACM. Elder Pepekai is here. I think it was Elder Pepekai that sent us a message of our brother's passing. Let us acknowledge our brother and bring his spirit also to the shrine.
And could I also mention that my sister has passed on the 17th of March.
Okay.
And we're preparing her.
Okay.
Home, so.
Right. We extend our condolence to you. You did inform us that she was not well. All right. So we hope that her passing was peaceful. And again, we send our warmth and our condolence to your family, Sister Queen Mother Nzinga, and we send also our healing meditation. Sister, a sibling, someone you grew up with, and I've met your sister. She looks just like you. The two of you just look like I borrow each other's face or something. So we bring her spirit to the shrine as well.
Earlier when we was put on the organization, I think it's called Sister Jerry. She wasn't here. Okay, right. Okay. So some members of the organization that were not here. Sister Jerry representing Moya Wata and family. And who's the other one?
Well, we did mention PSCM, but Elder Kai is not here.
Oh yes, Sister Yeshiva of Hebrew Israelites.
Yes.
Long-standing members of our community, giving their life to the liberation of our people who are here.
Also mentioned that Brother Toby Diamond, otherwise known as Donald Shaw, Tabby Diamond, sorry. Otherwise known as, is it Donald Shaw? Yeah. And another Diamond, Simpson. Fitzroy Simpson, that's the one. Also passed away recently. This the shocking thing in reality about Brother Tabby. He was murdered. And that's painful. So yeah, a reported drive-by shooting. That is deeply disturbing and saddening to us as a people. But we will bring their spirits also to the shrine for blessing and bring their families to the shrine for healing, to send our healing energies to their families. May the spirits of all those who we have called that have recently ascended, may all their souls rise like Ra on the wings of Ma'at after a favorable judgment in the council of Asa. Ashe. 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 Amen Ra. Amen Ra. It is done. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari.
Light refreshments. Just warming us up for the second part. What can you come to? Oh, what do we leave at 3 o'clock? Anything now? Come to one of the Hewie. Barbecue usually the one that turn off the light. Right? So you know, and we have dinner after, brothers and sisters. So we're going to have a short break. Please, as is traditional, we grace the shrine as we leave and enter the room. We allow our sisters to go first, nursing mothers, and then our brothers can go, and the children, some of the members will organize for the children to be seated on a table to have their fruits, okay? So your sisters, please go first. I'm going to ask us to kind of move quickly so we don't, you know, delay the break unnecessarily longer. So, Tendai Mari. Don't be shy. Tendai Mari. Sorry. I didn't go. Sorry, one moment, don't leave yet, sorry. Right, the elders who can't manage, food will be brought to you. Or anyone that needs, just please rise, brothers and sisters. Just close out before we go and get light refreshment. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari. Sign of a mother.
Sorry, let's assume a posture of reverence. Love it, kings and queens. Let us assume a posture of reverence. All right, we're engaging the shrine, so everyone must be focused. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari.
Grab the word.
May the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be accepted in thy sight, O Jah of our creation. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari. Lazima tutashinda bila shaka. Lazima tutashinda bila shaka. Lazima tutashinda bila shaka. All power to our people. Tendai Mari. Tendai Mari, brothers and sisters, one more thing. Yes, I'm raising the liberation bowl. And we know Baba Hewie is known to be one of the most generous people. Yeah, when it comes to supporting the cause, brothers and sisters. So in the spirit of Baba Hewie, please, brothers and sisters, give generously, give thanks. It's an investment in our liberation. Give thanks. Tendai Mari.
Where's the? Where is it?
It's just here.
Sorry, sister. And your skin in front of the door.